How's it going, everybody? This is Connor, and welcome back to another Be a GM. This has been a while, but we're going to continue on with our Toronto Maple Leaf here. It's been a little bit since the last one, I believe. Last time I recorded this was October, so new year, we're going to continue this series because, I don't know, I really enjoy this series, even though you guys don't seem to watch it as much. Hopefully I can build my sub base on this and expand a little bit more as well. So, what we got here is last time we were looking at free agency, and a big name popped up that I believe we should pursue. Daniel Girardi. He's a top two defenseman. He does solve that need of a solid defender back there. And there's only one team interested. Now, the thing that's got me worried is this whole 6 years thing. And I'm not sure about it, but I think we should go after him. 7 years is a little bit too much. If we give him the 5 years... yeah. 4 years. You want to know what? We're going to go 4 years with Daniel Girardi, but we're still going to offer him the 6.5. And the reason I do that, actually, we're going to go 6.65 because you want to overpay in free agency to get a player that you want. So 6.7, just to be safe. 6.7 for a top two, a legitimate top two defender who takes him to 34 years old, and then we can either trade him when he's 33, or we can give him a smaller contract when he's 34 years old. So I think 4 years at 6.7 is a very fair price for Daniel Girardi, especially considering that we are a little bit struggling with the cap. So Daniel Girardi, hopefully you'll say we want to be on your team. And I don't think there's really anybody else I should pursue. We don't really have the space, or not the space, what is it called? The cap space to pursue anybody that much. I'm just looking here at some potential players. There is Derek Brassard, who I thought about, but don't think so. Chris Summers, I kind of like. He is a top 6 defenseman, but his salary is a little bit too much, so I think we're just going to skip on all those potential players. Maybe grab this Mike Winther guy. Let's stock up on him. Other teams interested. He's probably a... Oh, shoot. Well, hopefully I gave him enough. I didn't know Ottawa would be interested in him. Scott Komaschuk, I'll offer you as well. Wait, how much room do I have on my team? Reserve lifts 43. Yeah, we're good. We're good. So we'll offer you this much. Okay. And this guy's a little too old. Yeah, the Red Star potential. Okay. And goaltenders, we've got Eddie Lack, who we are going to sign because you can sign him. I've done this in previous GMs, and you can sign him to a long-term contract at 1.5, because that is more than what he is originally asking. You get him, and he jumps to like 83, 84 overall, and then he's a really good backup goalie. So we're going to grab him. Oh, this year's third-round pick, that is worth an Eddie Lack. Let's grab Eddie Lack this time. Hopefully they don't match it, as if they do. But at the same time, now we got to look. And we got James Reimer and Jonathan Bernier. We don't know who we're going to go with. It's, I'm kind of worried a bit. But I think I'd like to go with Jonathan Bernier. I don't know. Reimer's cheaper. Bernier got one more year of getting better. I'm worried, guys. So I'm thinking we're gonna say goodbye to James Reimer, and we're gonna work on packaging him away. But let's see if we get some players here. I'd like to get up to 1 month simulation done, but not sure if we'll do that. Okay, so we got those two guys. Now, Daniel Girardi. Do we get Daniel Girardi and Eddie Lack? Okay, so we got Eddie Lack there, but not sure if he's going to join us. And, come on, Daniel Girardi, sign with the Maple Leafs. There we go, Daniel Girardi. So we got ourselves a top 2 defenseman from free agency, which is excellent. It is excellent. And we also got Eddie Lack, so perfect. Perfect, that is what we wanted. We got all of our free agent players that we wanted. But now comes the time where we need to make room. We need to make room on our team for players such as, what's his name? Yeah, Eddie Lack and our new goaltender. Not our new goaltender. Frig, what's his name? God, Jonathan Bernier. Thank you. But so the first guy that goes, in my opinion, is John Michael Lyles. Now, can also package him away with James Reimer. And I was looking here. We could look at doing a trade to include someone as Joe Colburn's got salary, and this guy does not. But I kind of like, I like his trade value, decent trade value, and he's replaceable. So Carter Ashton, I think, is on his way out of town. So this offers some nice trade value. I'm not sure if they'll accept this, but let's go to Calgary because we need a future number one center. Frederic Gauthier is not going to do it. He really is not going to do it. And I've been looking, and a future number one center has Sean Monahan written all over it. Sean Monahan, I believe, could be a future Leaf. Now, not sure if that'll be enough. We're going to take a quick look and see if this is enough. But, yeah, hopefully we have enough right here. So let's just do this. Let's see if we can get Sean Monahan for a salary cap eater in John Michael Lyles, our goaltender who we don't need anymore, Joe Colburn, who's also salary cap and expendable because we'll be replacing him with Sean Monahan, and Carter Ashton, who has good trade value but is truly expendable. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. And it went through. I accept your trade offer. We'll see you on the ice. So now we have a future. We have a future number one center written all over him if he develops correctly. This is a big if. I'm not sure if he's going to, because I've had other GMs where he does not develop, and then I've had other ones where I notice he does. So we got to play him correctly. He does have the 4.5-star gold star potential, and he's got a good looking future. But whether he develops or not is up to him. So we got our trade done. Now we got to sign. What's his name? Got to sign Jonathan Bernier. And I like Jonathan Bernier. I know he's a little bit more expensive, but I just like him. I like him a little bit more than Reimer right now in real life as well, and that has a little bit of implications on this. So Jonathan Bernier, you will be signed to your 4.7. I can get you for, let's see here, 400K less, 700. That takes me down to 300. There we go. 4.3 for 3 years. Let's see what we get him for, if he'll accept that. And if not, we do have Eddie Lack moving forward, so that's pretty good. I think that's all we need to do, so let's get into the regular season. We'll adjust our lines and maybe do 1 month of simulation, depending on how long this video's been going. Nope, we're good. We've only been going like 8 minutes or so. So I'm happy. I'm confident with this. Now, I'm hoping that the video is not really laggy. You know what I'm going to do, actually, for 1 sec? I'm just going to cut right here. And, oh yeah, by the way, we got Jonathan Bernier. I'm going to cut right here and see if the video is accepting right now. So just hang tight 1 sec. Okay, so yeah, it looks like it's going good right now, so we're just going to continue the simulation. If you didn't see, Jonathan Bernier accepted for our team. And let's just get right into this. We'll fix up our lines and see what the future holds for the Toronto Maple Leafs, because right now, a season of 45, 27, and 10 is pretty dang good. But we are riding on the cap right now, which is, we're only 2.9 above the cap right now, which isn't very good. We'd like this to be a little bit more cap space moving forward, but once we lose our big contract players like, Derek Roy and other players like that, we'll be just fine, because I don't think I'm going to re-sign Derek Roy once our centers start to develop a little bit more. Man, the Leafs in real life just are making me so mad. Right now, it's like the Leafs are losing their playoff spot. Carolina just beat them like 6-1 tonight. Listen to this. They've been outscored 18-5 over the last 3 games. That's ridiculous. 8-1 loss to the New York Rangers, a 5-3 loss to the to the New York Islanders, and then a 6-1 loss to Carolina. Like, oh, Leafs, my Leafs, my Leafs. You give me a headache. Give me such a headache being a Leaf fan. Really do. But you know what? These Leafs are better. My Leafs are better. These Toronto Maple Leafs, the Toronto Maple Leafs owned by GM Thornton, they are so much better right now. I think this is going to be a good year for us. After a disappointing playoff loss to Boston, I think we should push back hard this season. We'll have a good goaltending duo once again, with Jonathan Bernier and Eddie Lack, as long as Eddie Lack develops, which I think he will. And we'll do our scouting there. But it looks like we can maybe... Is our GM? Yes, alright. So let's do our roster moves. Let's get all of this set up. And we'll see who makes the team this year and who is going to be left off of it. Because I'd like to bring up some young guns maybe this year. Like Morgan Riley deserves to be on the team. Says he's a minor top 2, but I think he's a top 4. Kenny Ryan, he just says he's a fourth line center or a fourth line winger. So maybe he's brought up in exchange for Carter Ashton this year. I don't know, but right now, it looks like Colton Orr, Tyler Biggs, Jerry D'Amigo, Corbinian Holzer. He's 79 overall, not bad. Jay McClement, Mark Frazier, Vladimir Sobotka, so he did not develop anymore. Jake Gardner's 82, so he didn't develop anymore, which is a shame. Dang Red Star potential. Nikolai Kuhlman, still pretty good. Carl Gunnarsson. Cody Franzen did not develop either. Davey Boland. Nazem Kadri, did he develop? I don't think he did. No, I don't think he did either. Derek Roy. James Van Riemsdyk, he didn't develop either. Jeez. Joffrey Lupul, Dion Phaneuf, Daniel Girardi, and Phil the Thrill Kessel. So, yeah. Players didn't really develop. The only guy who I see noticeable development in is, Sean Monahan went up 1. Morgan Riley went up, I think it's 5 or 6 from last year. I think he was 72 overall, so somewhere around there. Frederick Gauthier went up a bit, and these guys are starting to develop. Got Leon Drysdale, who I'm excited to see him develop. I think he's going to be a good forward for us in the future. And J.C. Howerlick actually turns out to having a pretty good shot in this game, so I look forward to that as well. We got some good prospects coming up here. And Josh Levo, yeah, he's 3.5 star as well. So we'll see. But I'd like this year Morgan Riley to come up. And probably, let's see here, Corbinian Holzer. Would that be the one who goes down, or Mark Frazier? No, Corbinian Holzer. You're down. Defensive defenseman, you're out. And you're listed as a defensive defenseman as well. So let's check out our lines. This is what it's telling us right now. So defense, it is... Oh, Morgan Riley isn't even making it, so I'd rather Morgan Riley over Mark Frazier as well. So we're going to have to send Mark Frazier down. Let's see what happens there. And we're sitting at something like 12 minutes in the video, so we can get this done in maybe 1 month of simulation. Mark Frazier, you're down. And is there any forwards that would be able to be brought up? I'd like this Ryan guy. Let's see what the team says with him, because maybe him over Tyler Biggs right now. So Tyler Biggs is good for the future. Don't get me wrong, but right now I think I'd like Kenny Ryan right now. So let's just see what this tells us. So as of right now, yeah, it is putting Kenny Ryan in there with Tyler Biggs on the wing and Colton Orr on the side, with Jay McClement, Davey Boland, and Vladimir Sobotka, Nikolai Kuhlman beside Derek Roy and James Van Riemsdyk, along with Nazem Kadri, Phil Kessel, and Joffrey Lupul. So it is telling us now Nazem Kadri deserves the first line time. He's got the 4.5 gold star potential, everything going for him in the world. The only thing that brings him down really is his physical category. His defensive category also brings him down, but everywhere else he's upward of a stud. Look at that high 80s for almost every other category. It looks pretty good. So I'm gonna actually throw Nazem Kadri on that front line. What is his faceoffs? 70. He's even decent at faceoffs. So we'll see if he can maybe develop in between these two guys. Now, I'm going to move down Lupul just because James Van Riemsdyk has the 4.5 star gold potential, and I actually like the combination of JVR and Phil Kessel together in real life, so we're going to see if they can produce that magic on ice as well. And since there's only one sniper on this line, Kessel will get more goals, and maybe he will surpass his totals from last year, which were a 28-goal season. I'd like him to have a 30-goal season at the minimum. So maybe that'll help him out there. So defense, it looks like Phaneuf and Girardi. That's a really good top two defenseman. Wow. And then Carl Gunnarsson and Cody Franzen, which looks good, and Jake Gardiner and Morgan Riley. I'm actually going to move, Jake Gardiner up there, and Carl Gunnarsson will be the defensive part, while Morgan Riley is the offensive part, which I think would be really beneficial for Morgan Riley, even though his defensive awareness is pretty good. Yeah, though, I'd like to have a defensive defenseman in Carl Gunnarsson beside Morgan Riley. Jeez, Morgan Riley almost has as good a defensive awareness as Carl Gunnarsson. And then Jake Gardiner would not. Well, he's got 85. But he's more offensive-minded, and so is Morgan Riley. He's more defensive-minded, and that's going to be a power line right there. And then we finally got the shutdown defenseman and Daniel Girardi to play alongside Dion Phaneuf. As for our goaltenders, look at that. We got 285 goaltenders. Remember, we signed Eddie Lack to $1.5 million over 7 years, and he is 85 overall. That is unbelievable. Like, geez, what a signing. What a signing. See what I mean? And Jonathan Bernier still has one more year of getting better, so who knows? We could have one of the sharpest tandems in the league with Eddie Lack and Jonathan Bernier if Jonathan Bernier develops into that goalie. I mean, Eddie Lack, he's signed to good money right now. I mean, not good money, but a good contract. And Jonathan Bernier takes the lead as a starting role. They can go in and out of games, and we'll see who takes over as the number one goaltender, because we could save money by trading away Bernier and keeping Eddie Lack. So let's look at our power play. Our power play, yeah, we're probably not going to get to any simulation today. Let's see here. The power play looks like Kessel, Kadri, Lupul. I like that. Followed up with Roy, Van Riemsdyk, and Kuhlman. I like the Phaneuf and Franzen combination because Franzen is a right-handed defenseman. And then we get Morgan Riley set right there with Daniel Girardi. I think that is excellent for Morgan Riley to give him power play time. And we don't really have anybody else that needs it. We got our prospects in there, and JVR and Kadri, and with Morgan Riley as well. So they're all getting the ice that they deserve, and I think it'll go pretty good. Yeah, alright. So 4-man power play, that'll be fine. Penalty kill, Jay McClement and Davey Boland. Who's better at face-offs? Let's see here. He is 85. I think it's him. Dave Boland is pretty dang good, too. 75, yeah. Okay, so Jay McClement and Dave Boland are our top two there. And then Daniel Girardi and Dion Phaneuf. That is who I would want out there. Followed up with Derek Roy and Vladimir Sobotka, the one who we brought in to kill penalties as well. I think he was a very good pickup. With Jake Gardiner and Carl Gunnarsson. Do I like that combination? I think it's probably the best one for now. Yeah, I think it's probably the best one for now. 3-man penalty kill. Yeah, those are our two good ones right there. 4-and-4 lines, that's fine. Extra attacker, Daniel Girardi. I want Phil Kessel to be our top attacker, and then this guy right here? Where is he? Joffrey Lupul. He'll be our second one, because if the first line's out there during that last few minutes, then Joffrey Lupul goes on the ice and he's got a good shot. And if the second line is out there, then Phil Kessel goes on. I don't want another defenseman out there for my extra attacker. I don't want that. And we looked at our goaltenders. So, the minor leagues, I don't think we really got too much to worry about in the minor leagues. Let's just do best lines. We want Sean Monahan getting the first time there with Greg McKaig and Josh Levo, because I don't think Scott is anything. No. Then we want Scott Komelchuk coming up there. David Brohl. We'll bring you up over Foster, right? Yeah, no, we don't want TJ Foster. Ross, I think he's got some potential. Yep. So we'll keep Brad Ross there. William Acton. No. Do we have any more centers, or is that it for our potential players? Sean Monahan, Stuart Percy, and Matt Finn. We want those guys to play defense. Winther. We want Winther to play. So, who's our center? Our lowest center, this guy. And we'll have him in there. So, where is he? What's his name again? Winther. There we go. So Winther will play up there on that second line. And the center position looks pretty good in the AHL. Defense, we want certainly our prospects coming up. So we want Stuart Percy and Matt Finn in there. So let's go to our defenseman. And the lowest guy who has no potential is Yeo. And then this guy, Geisberg, right after that. So Percy, come on in, and Finn, come on in. Come on down. You're next on the Price is Right. So Percy's in there, and Finn is in there. So drop down Mateau. I believe he doesn't have anything, right? Mike Mateau, no, he does not. Stuart Percy up for Mark Frazier. Jesse Blacker up for Corbinian Holzer. Yeah, I like that. So we're going to get our prospects, again, the top playing time, and we don't have any goaltenders, do we? No, just Drew McIntyre. Yeah, we got no prospects. Alright, so that is pretty much it for this video. Yeah, that's about right time, around 20 minutes. So thank you guys very much for watching. Not all my... Oh, shoot. What did we miss? The power play. Who did we take out? We took out one of our power play specialists. Defenseman, let's put in Matt Finn or Stuart Percy? Stuart Percy. Stuart Percy's going in these spots. Stuart Percy right there. Stuart Percy again. Just hang on. I want to do this real quick. Where is he? I'm missing him, aren't I? Stuart Percy. Where'd you go? There he is. Second right there. 3-man penalty kill. Stuart Percy. 4-on-4 line. Stuart Percy. We'll actually give this one to Matt Finn. And then this one to Stuart Percy. Try and split it up a bit. There we go. Goaltender. Yep. Okay. So I think that is good. There we go. So, yeah. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you guys have any idea who we should go after in the trade market, maybe we'll go after somebody. But I think I like this team moving forward. We got a decent top six. A little bit of a grindy bottom six. Not quite yet deep playoff run material. But once we start to shed off our big contracts, then we can maybe make some room for some deeper depth players. So yeah, I like the looks of this team moving forward, and yeah, I think we might have a good season. Let's try and top our 45 wins that we had from last one. So thank you very much everybody for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, leave a thumbs up, and also remember to subscribe if you have not. So once again, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.